All right. Disclaimers right off the bat. We have to talk about the boys with my boys, and it's gonna be real tough to be PG about it. I don't even know what YouTube. I'm not monetized, so and I'm usually pretty PG, but uh, uh, we want to talk about this show, and you can't dance around the crazy effects.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So let me get prepared.
Oh man, you sure you want to do that?
Popping a beer.
Impaired or impaired? Nobody said about getting impaired. Like you get impaired.
This is an adult show. I'm just showing it right off the bat. I don't fucking care what you guys say.
Nice. I'm glad you said it. I'm good. Good. All right, come on. Let's get to it, baby.
So let's Larry get back. We got Larry in the green room serving up some burgers for his family, and we'll go around the horn. Iceberg Bricks.
Yo, what's good? What's good, friend? Thanks for having me back, man.
I appreciate your enthusiasm for
getting this. But let me tell you, we about to fuck your show up.
My show is fuck.
Just talking about this. You open the door, man. You open the door.
You know what? It's like you don't hear the F-bomb too much, and I'm really good at controlling it. So like,
yeah. Well, I gotta
when
cuss,
you get with the boys, it can be what the hell. You know,
yeah, I ain't gonna cuss too much, but I'm gonna talk about some lewd stuff, man. You got to with the boys.
Yeah, so I'm trying to. We're getting warmed up here. Let's we're pulling down the sensors. It's gonna be fucking real, Larry. We're fucking here.
What did I just hear? I'm like walking around my house, but I can still hear you guys, and I'm like, what?
Right.
What show did I
get just went in the tank.
Yo, Jesse said what?
Yeah. So
in the tank.
Troy's being quiet out there, but I think he's got some words.
Yeah, I do. I'll wait until we get into it.
Yeah. This is just casual warm up, Larry. I had to crack a cold one because I'm gonna be.
Is that the IPA, friend?
This is cerveza. This is just your typical like Corona flavor.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'm not quite ready for a beer.
I'm not ready for this show.
And I wish I could have one. If I wasn't working tonight, I'd definitely have one.
You're not lubed up yet?
You're not ready for the party?
Primer.
There was a lot of lube tossed around in that show. It was a lot.
Wow.
Natural lube.
Yeah. So, all right. So we said hello to Iceberg, hello to Troy, Agent Samak, Larry, legend, the legend.
Boom.
Has some confirmation on his status coming from the Chicago 4.
Yeah. The heavyweight champion.
The heavyweight champion.
And show off some hardware for those in the in the peanut gallery that haven't seen it yet.
Nice.
Pull up your bricks.
Oh.
The heavyweight champion.
How about this?
Pull up your bricks. Pull up your bricks. Troy, where's your bricks?
What you doing, Troy? What you doing? What the hell you doing? Get in the game, son.
You ready?
Get in the game. The heavyweight champion.
The fourth one. There we go. There's the shot. The money shot, if you will.
Money shot.
Because we're going to get crazy on this show. Do I have the share thing? I don't even want to share images. I don't think I can do that.
No. Yeah, it's like any review show that I've seen for the boys. It's like everything's all.
Should we just draw it out in paint? Should we draw it out in
Spoiler
paint?
warning.
You know what?
Spoiler warning.
I'm gonna tell you, Soulja Boy is starting to be my type of guy, man. At first, I thought he was a real prick. Yeah, he's still a prick, but he's starting to uncover that layer a little bit. Like he's just a dude just wants some get back. That's all. And I can appreciate that. Like a little bit of payback. I like that payback. Yeah, Soulja Boy. I'm kind of feeling something for him now, man.
Let's start.
I didn't like him.
go down. Let's go down just some of the characters, and it'll probably dive into craziness. But yeah, Soldier Boy's a big arc of this season 3.
Mm-hmm.
He's the original, Superman basically, or Winter Soldier, or Captain America. They're really playing on our tropes of our heroes.
Mm-hmm.
And then Homelander, they're joking about him being part 2 or the upgrade?
Or the upgrade, yeah. And what he said? He said, "There's no better me. There's no better me. There's no better me. It's just me."
Yeah. So Soldier Boy, I like it. What did you think, Troy, about like when they first found him?
When they first found him, I mean, I think that everybody was surprised, right? Because everybody thought he was dead.
Yep.
And then he kind of just ran out, which nobody liked because they were uncovering him for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
So they kind of felt like they made a mistake. We let this guy out, and now we're not sure if we're going to be able to utilize him to take down Homelander. So I mean, that's really all it is from that point that I remember.
What about like the whole Frozen Winter Soldier thing? Is that like
a
ripoff or what?
No, Winter Soldier ripoff, but yeah.
Yeah, definitely Winter Soldier types thing. And did they really even get much into the background or the backstory of why they froze him in the first place?
Yeah,
I can't remember.
They touched on it a little bit. I know they were testing him to like whatever was in him. They were testing him to like kind of like basically they were like they were pouring his blood out. Basically they were slow dripping him into other animals and stuff like that. So he was powering up other like their test subjects.
Gotcha. Okay. So
Super
they were
hamster.
Yeah.
They were trying to replicate the serum basically.
Yeah, when they walked in to go find him, remember that little hamster that was bouncing off the walls and ended up bouncing out of the daggone glass?
Oh yeah, right.
Oh yeah.
Yep. So they were draining, they was using his blood, like slow dripping him to, basically, as a serum. He was like a human serum, and they were dripping his blood into their projects.
That's right.
Yeah. Very, very similar. Very similar.
Yes, very similar.
And I mean, there's probably Easter eggs all over this. I'm gonna only select images. Here he is hanging out, and
yes,
getting some Percocets on or something, and then
Jack, baby, Perks and Jack,
talking shit about how Cosby is like.
Like he's America's dad,
America's dad.
He wasn't lying at one point. Cosby was America's dad. He was like, man,
he made the best drinks. He said.
So.
Oh my gosh. Doc is listening in.
At the picnic of all places. Okay, all right. We'll make it a picnic for you.
Have some sausage.
Yeah, all right.
Summer sausage.
I know you guys like to talk about the guts of this show, and I like kind of like the gore elements, right? I'm wearing my gory shirt. I got my
nice
Minnesota on.
Nice.
And then there's the raunchy parts.
Right.
So we got what do we call them? Love sausage. Answering
sausage.
the door. So the other, like, I could talk about the action on, like I'm saying, gore. Like we got to talk about Homelander versus Butcher. But yeah, Hero-gasm is the name of the episode.
Yes, I need one of those, friend. I need one of those bad. I need I ain't even gonna lie.
Oh my gosh!
Now I'm gonna give you a tip here. If you guys aren't watching it with the closed caption on, you're missing out on all of the stuff in the background that's happening
Oh, I watched it with the closed
and the
caption on. I
lines
heard it.
and the "you melted my cock ring" line. I mean,
Yes.
all. And there was a lot of it. How about the toilet bowl cam? I was like, okay, that's going further than episode 1. Now they've set the new bar that's low.
Right.
Wow.
They look like the twins. The twins look like a bad 80s porn. Like they look like they look like what they were fresh from Ron Jeremy's. Like
I was just gonna say Ron Jeremy right there.
Yep.
And the sister looked real worn out. She looked real worn out.
Yeah.
TNT twins. So yeah, the gist of it is spoilers. There's an orgy for superheroes, and they do all this in the comics, and it's I believe even like more graphic in the comics,
probably
because they can only do so much on Amazon Prime, right? We're on not on HBO, and maybe if they were on HBO, it'd be even crazier.
Yeah, you saw a couple silhouettes. You saw some, you saw some tickle bitties bouncing and stuff like that. You got to see, the bottom of balls and ball sack and some in the ass a little bit,
But when this guy answers the door,
yo, this dude, and then he finally talks. Like he didn't talk in the last episode. He didn't talk at all, did he? He was just slinging that thing, right? And so he's Russian. I'm a little bit disappointed.
Well, no, I think that guy died. I think that guy was killed in the asylum. I don't think it's the same big dick guy.
No?
I don't think so, because if you go back, I'm pretty sure that guy died.
Okay.
Because, I don't know.
Most everybody in that hospital died.
A lot of people
he had a different accent and everything. But there was also another, what was the little midget guy?
Termite?
Termite. There was another termite-like guy there, too, because he gets squished by Homelander.
Help me! Well, no, he just overdosed. Remember, he put him in the bag and overdosed him.
That's right.
So he might still be termite. He's just recovered.
Yeah, I think it is termite.
He's Shugu now.
So if you want to talk about the two most raunchiest scenes,
I need to just walk in, and it's just wrapping around his shoulder like, "Hey, come on in the back." Just he said, and he was like, "What's his real name?" Because he was like, "Love Sausage." I like that. I think that I'm gonna go by that from now. Well, what the fuck was your name before? Like, I don't know, Missile Dong or something like that. Like maybe Missile Dong. I don't know.
Wasn't Red Guardian.
Jeez.
But
Rocket launcher. That's
one of my favorite parts of the whole Hero-gasm part is when Starlight and MM come and show up.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
dude.
He's got that leather jacket on, and we find out that MM has a superpower because his jacket turns from black to pearly white.
Oh,
once he opens that door,
turns from.
That's not a superpower.
Oh,
cow leather
glazed.
The superpower is that he's kept a straight face while that happened. Like,
the moral of the story is that when you're at a Hero-gasm, just be careful when you open the door. So just be careful when you open the doors. If you're going around just opening doors, you might end up with a surprise. And he got surprised like twice, right? Like twice.
Yeah, the first time it was funny because it was like, oh.
So call back to termite.
Like,
again.
oh, that's nothing compared to what's coming next. Oh god, that cracked me up.
Termite was all covered with something, and then I don't know, man.
Yeah, man, little Hero-gasm, man. I like to go to one of those, man.
So
minus the butt cam. I can't do the butt cam.
What about the deep? What about the deep?
Oh yeah, so when Starlight caught the deep, oh man. Hey, talk about being in a compromising position, man. Not that he wasn't there before. He'd been there many times before, so this wasn't nothing new. So for him to act all, hey, don't tell Homelander.
Don't tell Homelander.
There's a couple of cringy moments with the deep, and the first one is at the beginning of the show where they're doing the "We Are the World" song, and apparently, I think Gal Gadot or somebody did a cringy version of this song, and it just didn't go over well. And So they're making fun of that a bit.
Doc called him One Eye. Yeah, man.
He likes the octopi.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny when he talks to animals, like it's one of the funniest parts of the show. You know, there's a dolphin in the back of the truck, and he's like, "Shut up! That's not what's gonna happen." He's like really real about like how he's like conversing with animals, and no
he
problem.
It always ends up on a sexual tip with him. He don't never have like a real. I mean, other than when he was eating Timothy.
Timothy.
Poor Timothy.
I mean, when he's eating Timothy, like it was always like a sexual moment with an animal.
So, where do we go? Talking about the deep. We talked about let's see what's another character I could throw one out there.
Having Starlight to deal with being with the Homelander.
I was gonna say Starlight was she came out of her shell at the end here.
Yeah, she did.
And she was dancing the line of being on the team and then being on the boys' team and trying to do get Homelander killed basically, and finally it's just like, forget it, I don't care what people think, I'm gonna expose this guy, and this shit is gonna hit the fan. Like, if you like every episode, right, it's like, you cannot top this, you cannot shock me. And if now, I mean, he's going to be no holds barred. He's probably going to destroy whole cities or something.
Well, let's talk about the 7 that is like no more, because backtrack to Blue Hawk after his whole, apparently he went and found his salad to toss, and then runs into A-Train, and A-Train road rashes him to death.
Yes.
Yeah. You know what? I like that.
He deserves it.
I like that. A-Train, and not the fact that he got his, like you said, not the fact that he got, ran down like an eraser, right? But A-Train actually put something else before himself, because A-Train is a selfish son of a bitch. He is, man. He is like, and that, I never really liked that character. And here's the thing: it's like, me being black, you think I would be, oh man, A-Train's my favorite character in here. No. I can't stand him because he's so selfish. He's fake and he's selfish. And I'm like, that man, put something before you. Like, put at least one thing before you. And I think he finally did that here, where it took something personal, like his brothers, being in the hospital or whatever, for him to finally man up and put something before him. And he did, because now he made the ultimate sacrifice, because he probably pretty much dead at this point. You done had a heart attack.
Well, I believe A-Train is dead.
Yeah,
I believe he's dead.
I don't know if he's
but
dead.
But he also genuinely apologized to Huey.
Yeah. He's got a little
so that surprised me. That really surprised me.
He's trying. He's still a dick about it and greedy about, he's changing his image, and he's just doing it to save his image, right? He's only doing it to
and
save
he was still being loyal to Homelander after all the after being a dick to him.
Snitched out the Backstreet Boy guy.
Yeah, Alex. Yeah. Hey, and matter of fact, you know what got me in awe? Who's the CEO down there? The female. She grows some balls, man. She got some steel balls.
Right? Yeah.
Oh, with the hair pulling girl?
Yeah, the hair, ripped her own hair out. Yeah. Right. Her nose flare up, and she was like, "Yeah, I said that out loud." Yeah, I said that out loud.
I forget her name. We're talking about, and she calls A-Train out too. Like, you want us to get Blue Hawk or whatever, and you killed. The first thing he did, what we saw on the show, was running through Huey's other girlfriend.
Oh yeah,
run through Robin. Yeah,
Yep, Robin. Yep.
And then we got Black Noir is MIA after he took out his tracker. Don't know where he's at. We don't know where Maeve's at. I'm guessing she's alive somewhere, probably tied up somewhere.
I think her powers are
beat
enough that she needs to just recuperate from that.
Mm-hmm. Because otherwise, we would have seen Homelander kill her.
Right.
And I can't wait for the Deep to get his, because that guy, he's a loser, man.
Man,
how that guy is on the 7, I have no idea.
Spineless. That's all you got to be, is spineless. That's it. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's talk more about the boys. So the one guy that missed the hero-gasm was Frenchie.
Poor Frenchie.
Oh, yeah.
And his girl.
He was kind of getting his own little torture room, man. They were wearing his ass out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Nina or something, another Russian, trying to get him to switch sides. And Kimiko loses her powers, but she goes.
I think she got him back, though.
She got him back.
I think she got him back because she.
So I have a question about that.
Wearing that dude out.
Well, yeah, but at the very end, she's talking about how she thought that her powers were what made her a monster, but then she realized that she is the monster. But she lost her powers because Soldier Boy blasted her, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And she's the only person we've seen have that happen to her, because everybody else that he does that to is fried.
Right.
So I'm wondering, and at the very end, dude, that fight with Homelander and Butcher and Huey and Soldier Boy, man,
that was so epic.
That's what I watch this stuff for. That's what I want to see, the superhero fights.
Yeah,
and that was
cool. That was it, bro. I thought Homelander was done for.
Mm-hmm. And then he just shoots up in the sky.
Yeah.
But he was about to get it. And I mean, I was really curious to see, is he just going to lose his powers? Are they really going to, is it going to even affect him at all?
Right.
What's going on?
But I think what Kimiko reminds me of Wolverine, where she has that healing power, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So maybe that he blasted her and she got probably a part of the blast because she was running to push somebody out the way. And so I think he blasted her probably partially, maybe. And
maybe it just took her powers
it just took her powers
down to 0, and then she's got
she can heal. Yeah,
because that's happened to Wolverine before too. Like when he gets, just incinerated or something, he comes back, or like Deadpool, same thing. It takes longer the worse the injury is.
Right.
It's a little dad joke on the popsicle here. Why did the photo go to jail?
And then she uses that to pick the lock. But
Larry's got to know the answer to that one.
I don't know.
Because it was framed.
Oh, it was framed.
Good stuff.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Honestly, I was surprised that it took that many people with superpowers to hold Homelander down. I thought Soldier Boy was going to be more comparable to Homelander, but apparently not.
I think in the comics, that's pretty true, but
yeah.
Which is probably very true, because Homelander's the upgrade, right? So you build something that's a little bit stronger.
I thought he was just saying that, to be a,
fuck with him,
be egotistical or whatever.
Yeah,
he was right.
So souped up on 24-hour V. We got Huey and Butcher and Soldier Boy going after Homelander, and it was quite the battle.
Yeah, and honestly, Huey holding his own. He was Butcher's like, get out of there. He's like, no way.
His teleport power is so funny.
Huey's actually got some balls when he has power,
Yeah. Oh, I loved it when he teleported Starlight out of there. They both naked.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
What are you doing? That was funny, man. Oh, man. Yeah, he a little Nightcrawler, man. Little Nightcrawler teleport.
Yep. Bamf. Yeah, any of you all watch Supernatural?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Jason
Soldier Boys. Yeah, that guy. Yeah, I want to watch that show. I've heard it's really good, but I like the actor. But yeah, that is so. And I just love the look on Homelander's face when he's like, "Oh, Butcher has powers."
From season 1, I know they're gearing up for this one-on-one. But I'm like, how are they going to do it? He's human, and Homelander's like, crazy Superman. So they give him powers, and they're toe to toe.
Yeah, they're toe to toe on this one, man.
It was really fun seeing Butcher have superpowers.
Mm-hmm.
It was a lot of fun, I thought.
But they need to do it quickly because he's gonna be running out of V soon because Maeve ain't around, so you ain't got your supply is running low. So you don't do it now, it's never.
Do you think we'll get to see MM take a dose or Frenchie?
I don't see that.
No.
No.
I mean, MM seems pretty.
Yeah,
he's pretty certain that he won't, but
I
don't know. He just got a cannon full of jizz. He might be
a little pissed off, right? Yeah, I'll be pissed off too.
Drinking out of the fire hose, man.
Yeah,
that might push an OCD guy like MM over the top.
Oh yeah, man. No doubt.
I could see him being the last survivor. It's like
maybe.
So how about Homelander in the mirror talking to himself? I think he's coming really unraveled. Like when you see he's talking to him, like it's almost like a Green Goblin type thing.
Green Goblin,
like
that's
Moon
exactly
Knight.
what I thought of.
It was like Moon
Knight. Moon Knight.
He's talking to himself inside his head, and I don't know if that was like another persona or just like how he really is. I think. Yeah, he's messed up.
Maeve and Butcher hooking up, that was surprising to me.
Yeah.
Right? Why not?
That was a better sex scene, I think, than the Hero-gasm stuff. There was a lot of like eyes wide shut kind of action going on at that party.
Yeah, man. The rough stuff, man. The rough.
I like the Professor X style guy where he's he's going to like multiple people at the same time.
So how about your boy? He walks up into the Hero-gasm, and the music triggers him. Right, the music triggers him. The Russian music trigger him, and he can't hold it. He lets one out. Boom! And not only let one out, but he turns and gets everybody in the house. A full 360, right?
Yeah.
Boom! Gets everybody, and everybody comes running out of there, man. My man, Love Sausage, got his rope wrapped around his neck.
Oh man!
He's trying to hit the door. It's a bad Chernobyl scene, man. It's bad.
I thought that was a little bit lazy storytelling, honestly. Like the same song again twice in the same episode. I don't know.
I guess there's kind of something that triggers him because he was cool. He was walking through and he was looking for the twins, and then that music. Just when he found the twins, that music started hitting, and it was game on. No more talking.
Yeah, that I'm with Troy on that. I'm like, really? And it's just Russian pop music is gonna make him flip that crazy switch. I don't know. I think they could have gone in a more creative direction and more character building, other than saying the magic words to Winter Soldier. That's basically what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So it's not a new idea. Maybe have him struggle a little bit. Maybe have a little bit more exposition when talking to them about what happened to him and why did they have to turn him in? Why did they betray him and all that?
Yeah.
And then kill them both. But just them too. I mean, because, well, if they didn't have that, you wouldn't have Starlight quitting and revealing everything to the internet.
They're ramping up. I think I don't know how many more episodes. 2 more episodes. 8 episodes. We're on 6 of 8. It's gonna be bananas. Well, there's a lot of Easter eggs around Soldier Boy, and we have a difference in the shield weight. It's like heavy. It's not vibranium, like
right,
super lightweight. and Huey tries to pick it up, and I don't know if he was souped up, but it was crazy. Haley's here. What's up, Haley?
What, Haley? What is happening?
Doc is just laughing and listening to us at a picnic, apparently. Hello, whoever else is out there lurking.
Normally, I would be worried by offending Haley with our language, but I've heard her talk for real.
So Soldier Boy has some. Yeah, we talked. Did we talk about his radiation?
Not really, but I'm guessing he picked that up from some sort of, they probably irradiated him with all those, tests they were doing on him.
I think when he getting ready to blow, that Geiger scale goes like through the roof.
Right, yeah, it's when he gets angry and he starts, his power starts charging.
His gamma radiation gets higher.
Yeah, I mean, that's basically it, yeah.
Yeah. Looks like...
And what about what's her name? The senator.
Oh.
Confronting Starlight.
Oh, yeah. I did not
and revealing. I didn't see that coming.
Because that came out of the left. Like, all right, yeah, and it's almost like they, like you say, I think that was probably lazy writing. Because it was like, hey, look, I already know about you and Huey. I know Huey already know, blah, 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 blah. I could just pop your head. So don't act like you don't know, because I know you know.
Yeah.
How would you know? I mean, like, she know. Is that one of her powers? Like, she can read minds? Is she like Dr. Xavier, maybe?
Maybe. I mean, she gets into people's heads.
She's political like that. I mean, it's just her job. She's very political, and
there were lots of hints given out by Huey and possibly by her at some point, to where she kind of like realized, yeah, they probably figured it out by now. I can't remember.
Well, and especially Huey's absence and the fact that his arm healed and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So she tries to make a move on Starlight, get her all her followers behind her just in any little way.
Yeah.
And Starlight stands up to her, and then again, at the end of the show, stands up to all her followers and reveals all the truths, I think, pretty much.
Yeah. So do you think we're going to see Homelander go scorched earth like he said he would? Do you think that all this now, because Black Noir left him, and he's just realized that. He has, and there's nobody left on the team.
The Deep's still there.
Yeah, but he's nobody. I mean, Homelander hates him, and he's worthless.
I thought he hated A-Train.
Oh, he hates A-Train too, but A-Train... I want A-Train to be dead, honestly. I mean,
yeah, me too. I think he did enough damage.
I think he's run his course, so to speak.
Yeah.
But do you think all of this is going to make him do what he said he was going to do, which is to start leveling cities, and this is going to be what now the remaining group, and we could even include, I mean, because hopefully they'll find wherever Maeve is and get her in. Black Noir, hopefully they can, he'll like join up with the boys, so to speak, to get Homelander and take him out all together finally. Do you think that's going to happen this season, or are we going to have? Because I mean, it's coming to a head with Homelander.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind.
There's nothing.
I wouldn't mind seeing like villainous Homelander, like a villainous Superman, like where he all in black, you know what I mean? Or even they kill off Homelander and he comes back, like Superman comes back, and all of a sudden you're like this demon, like Superman was. I wouldn't mind seeing something like that, and he's dressed up in all black. I think that would give a good story too.
Don't forget about.
Oh yes,
little.
There's that kid. I remember that. Yeah,
the son. Yeah.
So
maybe they need to use him. Maybe he's the only thing that can defeat Homelander, ultimately, when it comes down to it.
Man, I think they.
Because have you read the comics, Jesse? Have you read them all?
No.
Oh, okay. Neither have I. So I don't know.
So you gotta dive into some comics, huh?
Maybe. But you never know, because like Walking Dead and the comic and the show ran a parallel. They weren't the same, but they did run a parallel, and they kept bringing. The stories would a lot of times come back in, maybe in a different way with a different character, but it tended to keep the same road.
What'd you guys think about the musical last episode?
Yeah, it was a little surprising.
It was a little bit like a waste of time.
Pretty cheesy. They gotta throw every weird, awkward, cringy thing in there. Let's do a musical. Well, man, we covered the boys. We didn't really talk about the old CEO guy. Is he still
Juan Carlo?
Yeah.
So her daughter, the head popper, right? She was
Right.
trying to recruit Starlight to potentially gain him back as CEO.
Right.
Thought, right?
So do you think that her play to put him in jail was like to save him, or because it didn't make a whole lot of sense? I don't know. I mean, she's a senator. She's political. Was that a power move on her part, or does she really care for him?
I think she cares.
This is
for him.
just part of a bigger plan.
I think she cares for him. And maybe she is finally realizing, hey, Homelander is probably, running off the deep end here. We need to get back under control.
Mm.
I don't know.
Yeah. I'm guessing maybe next episode we get a flashback on Black Noir. I mean, we saw some of his story.
I want to know why is he a mute now? Before he had a whole lot of mouth, and now all of a sudden he don't say anything.
Right.
I wonder what happened.
What an awkward elevator moment.
Right.
That was funny. So his tracer's out. Yeah, I think he's gonna. Oh, what is he gonna do? He'll come back with some sort of plan. Maybe. I don't think he's just gonna disappear.
And is it 2 more episodes?
I think there's 2. Yeah.
2.
And what are we to do without the boys?
Well, it's probably going to butt right up against Thor, so we'll have that to talk about for a few weeks. And then there's a bit of a drought, I think. Unless, let's see, Andor, I think is the next, I think Andor is the next Star Wars show, and then Ahsoka, but we don't get another movie, Marvel movie, till Christmas, but something's coming out. Oh, I'm thinking about the new Game of Thrones show comes out like in August or September, but it's going to be kind of a dry spell at the end of the summer.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a Lord of the Rings show coming out too?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, there's so much content. Yeah, it won't be like The Boys. There's nothing like this show. I mean, Invincible is the only thing, and that's produced by Seth Rogen also.
Oh, Seth Rogen was in The Boys. That was him doing that one. Oh
yeah.
My God, that was so funny. Oh my God, he was in there, and he was in there jacking off, man. Wait a minute, what's going on?
Oh, no, that was so funny.
I don't know if I could.
Didn't matter what she did, he's gonna get it done.
Hey, it be like that sometimes. Sometimes you have wax on. Oh man, that was funny, boy. Butcher came there and tackled the boy right before he put the beads in.
Oh yeah, she heated him up.
That's that's a real cock block right there.
Yeah, right. Coitus interruptus.
Oh man, that was a trip. Oh, Seth Rogen was in there, man. You couldn't find that clip, man.
Nah, let's see. Well, here's this.
And you know what?
Yes.
He done knocked off a lot of weight since we first seen
There she
Seth,
is.
man. He done knocked off.
right.
It was hard to even recognize him, but his voice is so distinct. That's Seth.
His cameo is Sir Comes-a-Lot.
I know, right?
He's like, yeah, I appreciate this talk, but the time, come on.
And
He was all about 30 seconds, man. 30 seconds. 30 seconds.
Oh, here he is. Like the producer of the show. This moment with the Crimson Countess.
Oh man, that dude.
He's like, I can't ask anyone else to do this. There's like no actor I could ask to do this, so I'll just do this one myself.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
Did you see that? It was $19.50 a minute on Soup Porn Platinum.
Damn, $19.50.
Yeah.
That's a lot of dope, man.
That's funny stuff.
Oh man.
So I think he looks like on the show also in a.
Oh yeah, he's a director or something.
Mm.
Oh, he's directing Black Noir. Okay. Yeah. There's a shot there. That's cool. I don't remember that one. And then he also produces Invincible a bit. So animated show, quite gory. They can go to another level on that show that they can't quite do on this one because in animation.
This one went pretty far though.
It's going pretty far.
It did, man. It did. And it's funny because you get to a point where, like, you don't know what they're gonna show. Like, are they gonna go all the way with a situation, or are they gonna show you a little bit? Like, with Crimson Countess or whatever her name is, you figured I'm like, yo, she's gonna put these beads in. They're gonna show these beads.
I was thinking,
maybe I was ready for it, but
yeah, that's what I was like, yo, they're gonna put these. She's gonna put these. They're gonna show these. If they showing all this other stuff, they gonna put these beads in, and then here come Butcher tackling it. Said, what the wow.
So the episode before that, Votland, I thought that was funny. I was thinking, that'd be a great thing to do for our collab if we ever do that. Make Votland.
Yeah.
Crazy mascot. The mascot went crazy.
Oh yeah, there's actually somebody in there. I thought that was just like standing there, empty. Nope, somebody was in there.
Yeah, the boys.
Wow. Pretty crazy stuff.
It's hard to talk about things like Kenobi or Ms. Marvel after talking about the boys. That should be a whole nother show.
Whole nother show, right? No Obi-Wan, huh? You sure? A lot of people upset. A lot of people upset about that fight, man. They a little bit upset. Said the boys versus Thanos.
It was a joke on Termite.
Oh no!
Somebody created this for.
Oh no!
Oh, boy.
That was long.
See his face. He said, "Oh."
They did that a long time ago, actually. I think, even before the boys.
Go up and explode right in them. Pow.
Yep.
Well,
so
I don't know what to expect, but more craziness.
More craziness, right?
Stormfront, all that stuff, the Nazi stuff, man, that was crazy. Exposing her, and now we got Soldier Boy mixed in with it.
Yeah, he mixed in, man, and he was clueless, man. He was like totally clueless. Like he You know, he's definitely been in the ice cube because you know he's to the point where he's thinking the Afghans were the good guys.
Oh yeah.
And they're looking at him like, and then he mentioned Stormfront by her first superhero name before she
Liberty.
realized she was and he looking at her like, so he was totally like clueless, man. He's definitely clueless, man.
Yeah. So who do we have left on that group? We've got the mind control guy.
Yeah, have we not
and
seen
Black
him?
Noir.
Yeah.
Is that the rest of the team? Because
that looks like
care of Gunpowder.
Gunpowder, yep.
Yeah, that's it. So
yeah, they'll probably spend an episode maybe diving deeper on those two, and that, or Homelander's just gonna wreck shop across the whole Earth. I think it's just gonna be nuts.
Yeah, I think Homelander loses it. So I want to know, how did they spin? Because I guess the word's out that it was all Noir's idea about selling him to the Russians, or handing him over to the Russians. So it's just like the band get rid of the lead singer, like like how they got rid of what's it, David Lee Roth? Hey, like we can do better without you, pal. Like, see ya.
Well, that's what they say. That's what the twins said, right? Isn't that what they confess at the end? But
yeah.
I don't know if I believe it. Those guys were a couple of tools, Crimson Countess, admitted that she never loved him, and,
so everybody
she was part of it.
Got paid. Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm only guessing it all comes back to Vought. Everything evil comes back to Vought. So maybe they'll uncover something. But could be Black Noir. But I don't. After seeing him in the origin story, kind of, I don't know. He didn't seem like that power hungry of a superhero. I don't know. It's just we know so little about Black Noir that.
I don't think he is.
Yeah.
I don't think he is. I think he's just like that wild card that they want to throw in there, like, "Ooh, what's he gonna do?" type thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure we'll get another scene with Edgar, and he's gonna do an exposition about the whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely think he's gonna come back as CEO at one point, because you can't throw out Giancarlo. He's just too good of an actor, honestly.
Yeah.
And he works really well for that show. If he wanted to come back.
Yeah, I told you guys that I got to meet him at the last Comic-Con.
Black Noir in the comics is Homelander's clone. Oh.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's another thing in the comics that they
made it.
Steered away from.
He has a peanut allergy. That's his kryptonite.
The force feed.
So does Homelander have a kryptonite? Like we haven't.
Yeah, zinc.
Zinc?
Well, that's not his kryptonite, but that's like he can't see through zinc.
Oh, really?
Or whatever. That's his lead. His lead is zinc, but I don't know if he has a. They don't have much by way of weaknesses in the boys.
I see.
I mean, it's like, I'm just trying to think. Even if in Marvel, they don't really touch on that. DC, it's like, I think at one point, like everybody had to have their Achilles heel.
Yeah.
It's like, but that was back in the old days. I think Superman's really the only one that really kind of keeps that. Because like with Green Lantern, it was like, oh, his kryptonite was the color yellow. Well, that's not really the case, because they dive into the Lantern powers and everything, and it has nothing to do with that. But I don't know.
There's no guessing. They're off the chains. They're off the rails. They're all over the place.
They're too flawed to need weaknesses. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Right.
They're on a very human level as far as their issues, their personal issues. And,
right. Well, I'd say Doc brings up a good point, because Superman is supposed to be, the perfect man, and so he doesn't have any normal weaknesses. Well, obviously, Homelander's weakness is milk, for crying out loud. I mean, when you start going into all the creepy, weird shit, you know.
Yep.
The Deep's weakness is octopussy, you know.
Yeah, man. Dang. Yeah, they all emotionally messed up.
Yeah. Even the boys are diving off the deep end, taking superpowers, and they're trying to stop super soups.
Do you think? Do you think Huey? Do you think Huey and Annie's relationship is over?
Yeah, yeah. I think when you cross her, that's it with her. I think you can get one shot with her, and that's it.
Unless it comes down to Huey actually needing to save her at the end.
Yeah, there could
she
be a redemption thing there.
She left Vought, so technically she could go back to him, right?
Well, that's not why. I don't think that's why she would leave. I mean, she left.
Yeah, but he was lying about taking.
He chose the V over her.
Yeah.
And because he was high on the power, and you know, his whole thing was he wants to be on her level power wise, so that she's not always saving him and he can save her. And she's like, I don't need you to save me, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So when he chooses not her over anything else, that probably broke her heart. So I don't know if they'll...
But she had to... I don't
know if they'll be mended again.
She had to understand on some level, though, why he did it. Because if he wasn't there... I mean, they probably wouldn't have done as good a job with Homelander as they did, holding him down and everything. I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, I think we're.
And I think Huey's showing that he has the heart of a hero.
I think we're all rooting for Huey. Huey Light was better than Home Light.
But what about MM and Butcher? Does MM go ahead and put the bullet in Butcher? Remember, he was gearing up. He was going for two birds in one stone. He was trying to get a Soldier Boy, but he also had the gun for Butcher.
Dang. Right?
Good question.
It's like all those moments in like Batman and Joker team up just to like tackle one, shared enemy, and then they go back to being enemies themselves.
I don't understand that, because the Compound V is temporary. It's not like he turned himself into a soup like permanently. It's not going to be there forever. Unless he gets addicted to it, which I guess is possible. But I never understood that mentality behind MM. I don't know.
Yeah, because MM is willing to go back on his word in order to... Well, I mean, he's in pursuit of exercising his demon, which is Soldier Boy.
Doc's not rooting for him.
Of course Doc's not rooting for him. But MM just, he's like... He had his life back.
Here. What's up, Brick Babe?
Hey, Brick Babe. He had what he wanted. He was able to get out, and life was good. He's with his family, but then he kept having, Soldier Boy keeps nagging at him and causing his OCD, and so he decides, okay, well, I'm going to now put myself back with the boys, put myself in danger, risk that, to the detriment of the relationship with my daughter. And I'm just thinking, well, will he take the next step? Because they're all about doing whatever it takes to kill these soups. So will MM do whatever it takes by taking some compound? And Doc, help us out in the chat. Does MM or Frenchie have powers in the comics?
That is a duo that I'd be rooting for too, though.
Right? What would Frenchie? Because it's interesting how it's like you don't know what their powers are going to be if they take it. Huey apparently is strong and can teleport.
Seems like it's like that angle they're working it up to, like you expect maybe them to be the ones to walk away and ride off into the sunset, maybe, but
Yeah,
show
they need
like
to kill
this.
that. They need to kill that Russian bitch, though. Absolutely.
That old dominatrix.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I love it.
Oh man, they're all getting theirs in the end. I think it's crazy.
Okay, so Doc says MM did have powers, but I know in the comics it was really weird because his name comes from he has to like take his mother's milk. Like no, like legit. His mom is Doc maybe can explain. Oh yeah, breastfed from his mother will die. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. And she's like this Jabba the Hutt thing in the basement. It's
boy,
weird. It's
Wow. All right then.
That's in the comic book.
It's got even weirder.
That's in the comic book.
Mm-hmm.
Holy smokes!
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I guess I'm going down to Third Eye Comics tomorrow.
Go get your boys comics. We covered a lot of the show, mostly season 3 stuff. We're gonna try to end it here before the hour's up. So, thanks for being here, the boys, my Marble boys. Crazy times.
I appreciate every last one of you brothers, man. That weekend in Chicago, man, was epic. I'll never forget it, bro. I appreciate every last one of you.
Thank you.
I'm telling you, I am still having dreams.
Right.
It's like all y'all.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
I've been having weird ones like
you're all in my dreams, like just whatever.
I'm having ones like my mock's not ready. I got to get my mock on the table or something. Like, where am I? Where am I? What time is it? Oh,
Mel, we at Mel?
I'm in my bedroom.
Mel, finish your mock.
So I'm repurposing my part of the mock because we're doing Fan Expo. Nice. So I've
look at the producer mad with you, bro.
Oh,
the
nice.
We're doing the big. It says Fan Expo Cal-Lug Denlug 22. So I've got the first few letters. So put that on top. I got some. Let's see. If you can see the lights. Finally put some lights in there.
Fan Expo.
No, you can't really see it. But if you look in the right in there, we've actually got the light going on, so you can see Deadpool in there.
Yeah. Remember you put that in there? Yeah.
Nice.
Let's see.
See, look, he put the light in there. The light on in there. Look. Nice.
It's a secret.
Deadpool hanging out.
That's a great mock. I'm glad you're keeping that for a little something.
Yeah, a little bit longer.
You gotta put the dead. You gotta put the dead strange in it, man. You gotta make a grave for the dead strange.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's all open over here now again, so I could probably do something. At least have his hand coming out or something.
Yeah.
Rawr, rawr,
rawr. Yeah. Zombie strange.
All right, thanks, Larry. That's cool.
Yeah.
What about you, Troy? You taking any of that stuff apart?
Yep, it's already apart. I've already resorted it back into the collection.
Wow.
Yeah, well,
you must be feeling better.
Nothing else I can do. Nothing else I can do here. Isolating and quarantining. I'm gonna do another test today, see where I'm at, see if I can go back to work tomorrow. But yeah,
I'm gonna go back to work, better. And I'm actually gonna go over. I'll be over at Ken's house tomorrow when I get out. My quarantine ends tomorrow, so I'm going over to Ken's to work on the next collab for the next event.
Nice. What's the next one? The next
collab after collab.
Yeah.
Next one to the next.
Yeah. Also, I'll definitely have some pics from Fan Expo. I've got a Ghostbuster cosplay that I'll be doing because we're doing the big Afterlife collaboration.
Oh yeah. Is that when your collab's going to be all together?
Which question?
The Lego Ghostbusters collab. Are you guys doing that still?
Yeah. So we're doing it's a full sheet of plywood. It's pretty much the major scenes of Ghostbusters Afterlife. And
yeah, I want to see pictures of that.
Huge. It's like 5 by 9.5 base plates. We got a lot of work to do still. So
All right.
Doesn't
Well,
help.
good luck with that.
Like 2 or 3 of us were in Chicago for a big chunk of it. So.
Good luck with that, Larry. I'm gonna.
Thank you, Jesse. Good
end
show.
the show. We can talk a little bit in the back room. Everyone else, thanks for tuning in. Haley, the Brick Babe, Doc Sampson, whoever else is lurking out there. Have a good time watching the rest of the boys. It's gonna be bananas.